Well, look at the aggression from Sentinels. Two players lurking from behind. There is a spy cam there that could potentially see this out. tenz on the site is good for the first blood. And Sick will find a second. tenz taking care of the damage nearby. One more on the corner. tenz will find the third. And the defenders will only drop one in the way to a pistol win for Sentinels.
Have two players pushed up from Sentinels. Sick will be rotating through. They pass the trap wire. And now that they see the dash coming in through the jet player Kuya, should be pretty simple for Sentinels. It is a 1-to-1 trade so far.
Weaponry good for Valkyries. They do go even. 3v3 situation, but Dapper's made his way onto the site. Nightmare, really good response. That will free up enough space, likely, to try to get this spike planted. Shock Dart will push back tenz. And we go 2v2 for the final two duelists of Sentinels. Really recon bolt. tenz will scout out one at range. Cloudburst will block that, tries to get right over the top. Spectre enhanced, finds the first, no problem. Then the Cloudburst to follow up, but Edgy pushed forward. Will find the instant trade. Spy cam did see exactly where Sick was positioned. Also should have probably heard that he fell down. Beautiful shots. And how much help will he actually get from the Sova up top in heaven is the real question. There's the recon bolt out. Zombs good for the first and the second. Shazam, meanwhile, simultaneously.
As well, Hunter's Fury on C, and Sentinels should know it's going to be C.
Damage, I believe, does actually come through. But tenz, oh my goodness, the recon bolt. How clutch is that? With all the line of sight breaks, Cyber Cage's Cloudburst doesn't make a difference when everyone is revealed. Besides, the last player left alive has to use the hot hands just to try to get a little bit of a self-sustain into the mix, but he's in a 1v4 situation, and the counter hot hands will be there. Dapper credited with the kill. Relatively open sight. It's just Zombs who's here for now. He'll play his life in this corner, hoping to catch someone on long rotation, of which... Hello, Yedge. So long, Edgy. No problem there. tenz going to be helping for the flank, and the retake is on. 4v3 situation. You do have the Blade Storm out if you're tenz. Zombs making his way forward. Dapper able to find the first, but Sis in the corner. Good for 3 in a row, but Nova's that can find those off the rip. He is one that definitely pops him to the top of the conversation. Sick, though. Ooh, awkward situation here, but the help was just enough. Kuya actually dashed a little further forward than maybe he would have liked, knowing that Sick didn't have his weapon out. So for Valkyries, they're once again a little bit stuck trying to find a way to execute onto any of these spike sites. Long range Shock Dart going out will maybe clear some of the back of the site, but the problem is the defenders that are here for Sentinels are taking aggressive angles, one of which is from tenz. He finds himself a second thought for a second. Maybe he gets the collat, but he'll just go ahead and reset, find the third.
There's been a few rounds where they have tried to default. This will be one of them again. Edgy could be first up for contact.
Different look here, yeah, for Sentinels. It's Zombs who's actually pushing through long, and like you mentioned, Shazam does find that first point of contact and comes out victorious. Good flash here from Sick. The shots, though, well, at least initially weren't nearly as good. He does find one elimination. Kuya to punish. tenz taking his time. Will find the trades, and it just comes down to Nightmare. Oh, boy, where do you go? Not much. Gonna be a second elimination. Valkyrie are gonna have numbers for the first time in a long time, and with that information off the neural, that they'll try to go to A, but tenz is here, and that might just be enough for Sentinels.
I was gonna say, man, 4v3 is very doable here. That's going to be now deletion of the ultimate coming through on the side of Sis and Valkyrie, but they get tenz down. So it's 2 versus 3.
No, not like this. Sis had him flashed in a corner. Couldn't find an elimination, and you allow him to find 2. Nightmare even committed the Hunter's Fury, try to clear space. Doesn't walk away with any eliminations. Now, these Shock Darts that they hit could be good, but you do see Sick is trying to self-sustain at least partially off of his blaze wall. He gets to about half HP. Now the flash comes through, and Sick ends up finding 4.
4 stacked up over towards C. Recon's going to come on through, and they should be on site.
Edgy has to deal with it. Decent smoke coverage, but tenz still finds the first blood. Also knows that there is going to be somebody playing through the defensive side at spawn, as Sick makes sure that the garage alley stays safe. So the first 2 kills good for the offensive Sentinels. Nightmare hiding in a dark cover. He gets spammed to the high heavens. And that'll mean that it's a 2v5. Sentinel still pushing forward. Zombs finds Kuya. Zombs gonna even take down Timber as well. Well, Valkyrie, they're trying to get aggressive this time around, but first blood does come through for Sick onto his counterpart right through B. Dapper finds another. And this Valkyrie's team is all across the map. It's looking for individual wins. Timber, maybe one here. No, not the case. Misses every shot. tenz. Angle, held down the trigger. Final 2 kills come through. Flawless for Sentinels.
Very, very quickly, and speaking of coming up, here we go. First round underway. Valkyrie on defense. Sentinels on the attack, and wasting no time to be Zombs pushing up, getting punished, but the trade will be there.
That's a really important trade. Getting Kuya off the board. Tenz now moving forward and moving quickly forward. Not going to get the better of Size, who actually goes into a share for the first round. Also with overheal off of that kill, so he's back to about full HP. Makes use of it to find a second, so hold on a second here. Valkyrie looking pretty strong when it comes to this defense of the A site. Shazam, though, up top, trying to change that. Shot's a bit amiss, and Size will find himself a third. So it comes down to Sick. He's left with a 1v3, already finding one elimination. He wants them to peek him off this recon bolt reveal. Not be gifted that opportunity, but the shots up top will be pretty solid, taking him down to 88, and eventually that'll be the end of him. So good pistol here for Val.
Wow. Fortunately, Timber did get spotted as well, so Timber no chance to really get too much more done there. 1-for-1 trade would have been exciting. See towards Size as well. He's got himself the Empress popped, and that's going to be a 3v2. Nightmare finds Shazam, and here we go. Nightmare's up for a second as well. Sentinels down to only one zombs. At least the spike has been planted, but it's not looking good in terms of numbers. Not looking good in terms of the chances here. Nightmare for 3 kills, and Valkyrie going to take away. That's going to be Shazam taking care of it. I don't think Shazam actually bought into this round, so 2 of the members of Sentinels will have rifles, Zombs being one of them, obviously. Now it's going to be a free gun into the floor. Can actually pick it up there. Kuya has been flashed up, but the wall ends up actually saving his life, so maybe that's okay for Valkyrie. 4v4 for the retake, jumping over with the knives. He didn't spot the member below, though, and he will go down.
It's actually 2 members that were below him. Dapper will be credited with a kill. Timber on the retake, not going to be successful on his first engagement. Leaves things just down to Nightmare. And as he tries to use information off the recon bolt, he will find nothing, and Dapper securing the last kill. Offense are now working around the flank. Sick will be the first one up on this post-plant setup. At least one, and well, there's help. One more around the corner, nowhere for Nightmare to go. 3 quick eliminations to come in, and it just goes down to a 2v3. You have to remember that operator being held for Valkyrie will likely not be a part of this, so as the other 4 members fall, Kuya will try to save as much as he possibly can away from the oncoming force of Sentinels. Will not stall Dapper from finding a way to go ahead and get this spike planted. Oh boy.
And tenz will have 2 free kills here, maybe even 3. No one spotted him. Doesn't even have to dismiss. 4th kill, possibly. And maybe the ace to follow as well. I mean, it'll get stolen away by Zombs, but tenz...
Well, Nightmare, he really could do a lot just from this position. All of these surfaces are wall bangable, but no! He finds himself on the unfriendly side. Oh, that's tough. Spike gets planted. Kuya will find 1 elimination, but the resurrection will come into play. Kuya should be able to farm that up 1 more time, and he will. Meanwhile, Yachi has found another elimination, so now just like that, it's down to a 4v3 situation. Valkyrie in the retake. Timber good for the next engagement. Shazam trying to hold space, but not a really great angle where the spike is planted, so he's going to have to continue to try to peek this, and as he does, Yachi finds elimination. Sick does have the Hunter's Fury, and oh boy, there's a couple of players that are lined up, but teleporting forward is Timber. Didn't like the sounds around him, so he cloud bursts and dashes away. Sentinel still threatening for A. Tenz will be responsible for the flank, and Yeji is right inside tube. And depending on the timing through the middle of the map, it could pay off massively for the retake attempts of Valkyrie, and that will come through. So the trade will be there. 3v3 we go, and Dapper once more will get the spike planted.
Well, Valkyrie do have members coming around. So no one on the flank, actually, but that's fine. Let's see if Sentinels can work this post-plant. Zom's in a great position. Wall integrity is nice and high. He'll have a timing, sees that 1 player's above him. Can swing at any moment, but finds the person down below first. Oh! And oh my goodness! Also potentially on the comeback now, popping those ultimates and speeding up over towards me.
Oh, but Size, nice response for him for the first. Shazam will reset the Bladestorm with that headshot onto Timber. And even beyond that, trying to still move aggressively. Recon Bolt will clear off a lot of this B site. Shots over the top not going to be required from Shazam as Sick finds the kill, no problem. But Valkyrie still have members that are nearby that could deny this spike being planted. But you see it's down just outside yellow at the moment. So 1 good shot from Kuya can turn this whole round into the favor of Valkyrie.
Shockdart's pretty good, actually. That's a good kill from Sick to follow things through. And unfortunately, my headcanon says everything they do is intentional. So, you know, I'll accept it. That's a W from me. I'll award that one over. So, Sentinels on the defense. tenz for the first kill, doesn't dismiss away, and will be a 2-for-1 trade into a plant.
The Edge is trying to get this plant off. Good help from Timber. Does allow this fight to fully get planted, but it's a 2v3 situation. Numbers, at least initially, for Sentinels look good, and the health pools beyond that are about even, but the last couple of eliminations isolated behind the yellow container, no problem.
They've won these round 3s before, but they were on the side where the inventory wasn't good. Now they have the guns, and with those guns, the first blood.
Kuya is a bit stuck right here. Sick trying to punish, but the first shock dart and the second, not exactly what we're used to seeing. One hits down low, the other hits the side, and Sick gets punished. Nice wallbang shot there from Kuya. Finds himself one more, and that will be a 5v2 situation. Another great third round being put together here from Valkyrie.
5v2, it's looking good as well. I mean, Sentinels, what are they going to have to work with? Zombs onto the Spectre. He's going to have to go off again. Shazam, I believe, only has suspected there were only 2 rifles. tenz and Dapper had one each, and Zombs has multiple members converging around him. Will get the 1 kill, gets traded almost instantly. Now it's down to Shazam, and 6. Can we get further than that? You can force Sentinels into an eco if you win this round. So very important one. Shazam has been spotted. No, I lied. The lair is going to force him to shoot, and now Sentinels pounce 2 kills instantly.
Yeah, the Empress for tenz, you know he's going to want to try to get aggressive with this. Just over the top, wants to dismiss to make sure he stays alive. Yeji, last player left, 1v3 situation. Does have a resurrection and is going to not just consider it, wants to potentially use it, but the Barrier Orb gets denied. Oh boy.
Honestly, they should cancel because, as you'd expect, I mean, Valkyrie, as soon as they reveal themselves on a site, they should know that Sentinel's going to fast rotate almost every single time, and possibly a timing here coming through from Dapper as well, and another kill to follow. This is going to be Dapper going off. This is his round, potentially, for Sentinels, 4 versus 3, but Valkyrie's going to stay B. They're going to stay the course, and they will be rewarded with 1 kill at least.
Not come through. So 2v3 situation favoring Valkyrie until Sick has something to say about it. Recon Bolt comes through. If he finds information, he could pull the Hunter's Fury on this, but instead maybe just wants to play this a little bit more close to the chest alongside the Jet of Shazam. 20 seconds to play, and Sick has read so much information. You have to plan if you're Valkyrie. Shazam up top just continuing to throw shoulders. Now the Hunter's Fury coming down. Just going to deny time, deny space. Pushes it through, misses the shot. Last attempt for Nightmare to get this planted, and he will be able to just in the nick of time, but Sick quick to try to contest. The 1v2 from the high ground will get the reload off, and Valkyrie have not even attempted to peek him yet, but now they'll have to. The Recon Bolt coming through. Sick take care of the size, no problem. But he's got absolutely no clue where the last player has gone to.
And Nightmare's got an ult.
That might be all that's required. He's going to pull it out early. Sick, moving fast. We'll find it. Oh, no. Trying to stay concealed from the Aldrone. Will not scout him out. Over the top. First couple of knives will miss. Now Shazam's just down to a couple. Kuya trying to return the favor. A little bit of an anime battle, but it's tenz who will find elimination. And I think your question stands. He's pushing in by himself into the heart of the defensive Sentinels. Wall will be down. That'll allow space for Dapper to get the resurrection. We'll go to a 5v3 for Sentinels, and we'll have to try to find a retake.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about Kuya then. Just running into multiple players, and, well, it seemed like almost a good angle to play with. All the members of Sentinels are going to come on through. The defuse is going to be there as well. The kill's been picked up simply, and for Sentinels, 13 and 5. Yeah, they dropped 4 more rounds of what they dropped previously on Haven.